What's good, YouTube? Kyle back here again, back with a brand new video. If you're clicking on my video on the first time, if you're new to the channel, my name is Kyle. I go to the University of Toronto St. George campus, and now I'm a 5th year kinesiology student that was supposed to graduate this year, but I can't anymore because UofT canceled convocation. But anyways, guys, ever since I posted that UofT video, things I wish I knew before I applied to UofT, I've been getting a lot of DMs. High schoolers are asking me about questions about UofT. They're like paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs. They're not just 1 or 2 questions, guys. They're paragraphs. So I thought that making a video would be more feasible in a sense to answer everyone's questions. In today's video, we're gonna cover my first year experience as a UofT student, my first year experience as a kin student as well, and some tips and tricks for first year students to get around campus and have an easier time than I had in my first year. Also, guys, I'm gonna put some timestamps in the description box below if you want to skip to a part that you want to see specifically. So down below we'll have all the timestamps, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. I'm gonna start off the video with talking about my first year kin experience. If anyone is planning to go to UofT for kinesiology, is wondering what's like for first year, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet and get to the point. First year kinesiology, there's a lot of subjects you probably don't want to learn. I'm gonna be completely real. You probably think this is stupid, it's probably a waste of time, but it's a requirement. You got to get through it. Everyone gets to get through it. But once you get to your 3rd and 4th year, you start to choose courses that you generally enjoy learning. But the first 2 years are mandatory courses, and you may or may not enjoy them. But I'm gonna tell you this: the first year course you need to do well on is anatomy, and the second year course you need to do well on is physiology. Obviously, you guys need to do well on every single course, but if I had to choose between 2 courses in my first 2 years that I wanted to ace and spend all the time on and prioritize, would be anatomy and physiology. Those are the backbones if you want to become a physical therapist, chiropractor, any healthcare profession that requires those 2 courses specifically, and you need a pretty high GPA. In my experience, guys, I didn't do too well in anatomy. I didn't do too well in physiology either. I loafed it. I procrastinated. I studied the night before, maybe 2 nights before, and I crammed pretty much all my exams. It wasn't the best way of studying, and it was probably a learning experience. Not really college unless you spend the last 2 weeks of your semester cramming and just like grinding it out. Let's move on to the next point. Okay, in terms of meeting friends in the faculty of kinesiology, it's very, very easy compared to other faculties. Before you start your first semester, you have to go to this camp called ODP, or Outdoor Project 100, Outdoor Project 200 in 2nd year, and Outdoor Project 300 in the 3rd year. It's pretty much you go to a camp up north and you do a whole bunch of physical activities with counselors. It's like a camp pretty much. You sleep in cabins, you eat together. You go mountain biking, you go canoeing, you do all those physical activities you probably never think of doing in your life. Although the sleeping conditions are not the best, but it is what it is. You're pretty much camping, okay? So you do meet a lot of friends in that sense. So you do have a community. It's easy to make friends, so pretty much everyone knows each other. If you're in kin, it's super easy to make friends. Everyone knows each other. There's a collective sense of community, definitely for sure in kin. So being friends is pretty easy as a kinesiology student. So just in a nutshell, guys, first year as a kin student, obviously, it was okay. It wasn't the greatest experience until I got to my 3rd and 4th year, where I had more freedom to choose my courses. But to really hone in on one subject, I highly, highly recommend anatomy. I wish someone told me this earlier, and I was on the brink of failing anatomy. I'm not gonna lie, I was on the brink of failing my first course at UofT, and it's okay to fail, but obviously if you failed that course specifically, you weren't able to move on to the next couple courses in the later years. So you will be left behind, pretty much what I'm saying. And to make friends as a kin student, super easy. Go to Frost Street, go to ODP, Outdoor Project. Everyone knows each other after that, and it's easy. Guys, the second portion of this video, we're gonna move on to my experience as a University of Toronto student. It's been 4 years since my first year, but I remember it really, really vividly, because that's a big life adjustment from transitioning from high school to university. It's like a whole, you know, life 360 turnaround. I'm gonna tell you this, guys, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it in any way possible. I'm gonna be completely honest and truthful. My first experience at the University of Toronto, although it's a really prestigious school and they have really high expectations, it's not a bad school. You should be proud of going to University of Toronto and being accepted to the #1 ranked school in the country. So in that sense, I was really proud. But the whole stigma saying that, you know, University of Toronto causes depression, in a sense, yes, because they have such a high standards and high expectations for kids to do so well, and if kids don't meet those expectations, then obviously they gotta feel bad about themselves, they gotta feel insecure, lack sense of confidence, spiraled into depression, and it makes sense to me. It makes complete sense. The University of Toronto doesn't cause depression, but increases the level of depression, if that makes any sense. Like, you should be proud of going to the school of University of Toronto. It's ranked number 1, but it increases your chance or students' chances of becoming depressed. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I wasn't depressed during my first year, because I definitely was. I did skip a lot of classes. Number 2, teachers don't give a shit about you. They don't care at all. They don't care who you are. They just want your money. But if you do ask for help and go to office hours, they will help you. They're not here to make your life miserable. They're not here to, fail you by any means. They're here to help you if you ask for help. Otherwise, they don't care. We are young adults and we have responsibility. We do have the autonomy to make our own decisions to whether to seek for help or not. You're just another student number to them. So just know that, they don't care about you unless you ask for help, okay? In terms of my marks, guys, and for my first year, I was on the brink of failing anatomy, like I said earlier in the video. I was going to my final exam with a 48, and I studied my ass off, and I got an 80 on the final exam. I finished with like 60% in the course. It was kind of crazy, super stoked. Getting 50s, 60s, 70s. Honestly, I was like an average student in high school. I was getting like 80s, 85s, something like that. But once I got to the University of Toronto, it's like it's not like high school. You can study a day before. It's definitely difficult. There's a lot of application, a lot of critical thinking, a lot of multiple choice questions, a lot of short answers, a lot of essay questions. Nothing like your high school test at all. So like, I chalk up my first year specifically as a learning experience of how I study. I was getting 50s, 60s, 70s, but now I'm getting 80s, 90s. Now I'm a 4th or 5th year. I learned how I study. It's a process, guys. It's not just reading a textbook. Maybe it works for you, but attending lectures, reading textbooks, reading course material, bruh, it's a whole plan. It's a whole process to get good marks. Since UofT has really high expectations and you may get like a 70% on your first assignment, 70% on your first midterm, don't be discouraged, guys. You should be very happy that you got a 70 in your first midterm. I failed my first midterm, to be honest. My first midterm in University of Toronto, I failed it. Once I got like a 70 on my other midterms, on other subjects, I was so stoked, so happy. So don't be discouraged, guys. It does suck. I'm not the smartest kid, I'm not the brightest kid, but it doesn't mean that if you don't work hard, guys, and put your effort and your mind to something, doesn't mean you won't achieve great marks. It sucks that I wasn't there. I was just like trolling in first year. I was going to school every once in a while. I skipped a lot of classes. Only went to mandatory tutorials, mandatory courses that required attendance. So definitely go to class, guys. Don't be me. Although you can skip a lot of classes because, like I said, professors just know you as student numbers. To sum it up, guys, it's a love-hate relationship in our first year. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn how you study, how you manage with stress, how you meet new people, how you connect with new people. You may have mental breakdowns here and there. You may do terrible in your first assignment, but it's okay, guys. Use it as your learning experience and use all your failures to motivate you to do even better in your next following years. So it's a learning experience for sure. That's how I'm gonna say my first year went down. Not the best, not the greatest, but you do learn a lot about yourself. So in this third portion of this video, I'm gonna talk about some tips that I've learned. I wish people told me before going to UofT. I was a little stupid ass kid, 19 years old, walking around UofT with his head cut off. My first tip for first years, it's gotta be a lot of comparisons between Ryerson and York and UofT. Just know, guys, you are the best school out of the 3. Take advantage of all the deals at the bookstore in the beginning of the semester. There's a lot of deals going on in the beginning of the semester. Really cheap clothing, cheap textbooks. Just go to the bookstore and like buy all your clothing apparel, and they're like $8 t-shirts, $10 hoodies. So next tip, guys, is go to office hours. I highly recommend it. I never went to office hours in my life until my 5th year. I just felt like I didn't need to go, but I guarantee you guys, if you go, your marks will get boosted. Your teacher generally, although they don't care about you, they care about you only if you visit them and make the effort to go visit them and ask them questions, okay? Tip number 4 is it's okay to fail. Although you want to be a perfectionist, you want to get 90s, 95s, even 100s, it's okay to fail. Everyone's human, everyone makes mistakes. That only builds character, builds resiliency, and next midterm or next assignment, you will do well, okay? Okay, if you're commuting, I highly recommend getting off at Queen's Park, that will lead you straight into King's College Circle, or St. George, that will go near Robarts pretty much. Pay a visit to the writing center. I guarantee you guys, although some of them are assholes, I guarantee you guys it will improve your writing skills a lot and boost your marks. Honestly, they may rip your paper apart, they may be complete assholes, but they just want the best for you. Use all the school amenities, whether that's the gym, clubs, extracurriculars, whatever it is, just use it. You are paying $7,000, $8,000, maybe $20,000 if you go to Rotman a year, and you might as well take advantage of all the school offers. Always check Quarkus. It used to be Blackboard, but always check your Quarkus or your UofT email for any updates, because profs like to update their announcements or give out updates pretty early in the morning. So always check that in the morning, whether class is canceled, because I've been in class and it's been canceled. I didn't even know because I didn't check my email or Quarkus. They may extend the deadline. Go to your exam jam. I never went there. Trust me, they will give some questions to your exams or give really good hints to what's going to be an exam. So I highly recommend going to your exam jams. Final tip, I think it's pretty obvious or common sense. Enjoy your time at UofT. School's only 4 years, maybe 5, maybe 6, I don't know, but 5 for me. I feel like it went by so quick. From 18 to 22, like, yo, like, where did my 4 years go? So just really enjoy your time, meet new people, experience new things, go downtown, go to the bars, go to warehouse, L Furniture, whatever it is, go clubbing, whatever you want to do, guys. Don't always think that school is number one, academics is number one, although it is very important to do well in school academically, because UofT is really academically competitive. Enjoy your time there. Meet your friends, meet your bae, whatever it is. Do things that you never done before, and just enjoy your time, because before you know it, you'll be graduating, you'll be an old man like me. So in a nutshell, guys, it's just school. You will find new friends. You'll be lonely for a little bit, but trust me, if you will find friends. I think all the students will probably feel the exact same way right now as you guys. So trust me, be outgoing, be optimistic, be open-minded, be yourself, and trust me, you have a good time at UofT. If you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe if you're new. I'll be back with another UofT video debunking some myths about it. I think it's a perfect time to make this type of videos because all the high schoolers are wondering whether they should go to UofT, Western, Queens, Ryerson, York. But I'm telling you guys this now, if you have an option to go Ryerson, York, or UofT, guys, go to UofT. No buts, ifs, or whats. Alright? I'm not sure if I even said that right, but that's gonna be the video for today. Subscribe if you're new. If you enjoyed this video, like it, obviously. We'll see you in the next one. Kyle out. Peace, guys.